right, guys, let's talk about some NFL player prop for Sunday, December 11th slate. I'll start. I've been looking at this board a lot, and I think I'm going to make a guarantee bet with my first prop. I'm going to take Justin Herbert over half passing yards as my first prop.
Oh,
No.
Hammer.
It is there if you guys want it, but I'm just kidding. But I have two props. My first one's going to be Justin Jefferson over 93.5 receiving yards against the Lions. We've said it before. He's best shooting in the league right now at the moment. He got shut down by Dallas in the Jets, but this will be a high-scoring game against the Lions, and the Lions are 27th in passing yards allowed. So I like Jay Jettis to have well over 100 yards in this game. And my last prop's going to be Garrett Wilson over 14.5 fantasy points for the Jets. Mike White loves Garrett Wilson, and they started to show some chemistry on the deep ball downfield. Buffalo's ranked the bottom half in passing yards allowed per game. Wilson's a very good player, and he has speed, so look for him to beat the Bills' secondary in this game and get maybe one or two deep balls, and he might cash his 14.5 on potentially one play in this game. So I like Garrett Wilson over 14.5 fantasy points. Trey?
Yeah, I'm going to come at you guys with 3 player props today. They're all going to be quarterbacks, but they're all going to be a little weird. The first one is going to be Jared Goff under on his passing touchdowns. They have it at 1.5. I don't think he's going to get to 2. We all know how much the Lions love to pound the rock, especially in the red zone. He has hit this in 2 straight games, but that's just because the Lions are absolutely on a tear and scoring 40 each week, it seems. They should score a lot tomorrow against the Vikings, but I do think that they're going to do most of their damage on the ground. I don't think that they're going to get 2 passing touchdowns, so I love the under on that one. And then I'm going to hit you guys up with another Jared Goff play, and surprisingly, it's going to be another under. Under 2.5. Don't rush Jared Goff very much. Don't let him escape the pocket. The Chicago Bears did that, and he got a 14-yard run. And if you look at the last 5 weeks, he has not stepped outside the pocket ever since then. So I love the under here, 2.5 yards. Just take it and ride it with it. And you're not even going to think about it, but at the end of the game, you're going to check the box score, and Jared Goff's going to have 0 rushing attempts for 0 yards, and you're going to be happy that you bet it. And then the next one is going to be pass, rush, and receiving touchdowns, Josh Allen. I gave you guys 2 unders, so I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to go over here. Josh Allen has struggled over the last month and a half probably, but he is playing the Jets. The Jets have a lot of hype right now, and I think Josh Allen does not like that. I expect him to have 2 passing touchdowns, and the third one will be a rushing. I don't think the receiving touchdown is going to come into play, and if so, I'll be jumping for joy that they put it in here. But 2.5 is a good number for Josh Allen. I think that the Bills should put up at least 28 to 30 points on the Jets, so he should be able to get a lot of scoring opportunities.
I like that one, Trey. How about you, Teats?
well, so I'm bringing all quarterbacks as well. I'm also bringing all passing. It's going to be 3 players. And I'm going to have to start with a contradiction. Unfortunately, I'm starting with Josh Allen under his passing yards. His passing yards, I feel like, is going to be a little too high, especially with what the Jets secondary can allow. And as you can see, he's only hit this mark once out of the last 5 games he's played. Some of it might be because he didn't have to. Some of it was because he gained it on the ground more. But, he's just kind of been struggling lately. And as you can see, the last time that he played New York, he only had 205 passing yards. So I think that the under is a pretty solid, safe bet for him in this game. If you follow our other videos, I also said that I like the under in this game. So that's also where the contradiction comes in, because I don't think this is going to be a wild game. So then after him, I'm going to go to Kenny Pickett, and I'm going to take his over 210.5. And it's almost talking about a contradiction. I love that word in this day. It doesn't make sense, but we've seen that he's been growing as a player quite a bit. He's only hit this mark once in the last 5 games, but he's playing the Ravens secondary that's not very good. I think that the Steelers are going to want to put their foot down as soon as possible, get as many points up as Tyler Huntley, I believe, is going to be the quarterback for the Ravens. Mm-hmm. And if they can get some separation, then the game is going to be pretty much over. So look for him to be slinging early. And if the Ravens can somehow keep the game competitive, I think the 210.5 mark's very, very doable. And the last one, honestly, is my safest bet. It's going to be Geno over 245.5. Geno has literally thrown for almost 700 yards in the past 2 games combined. Jesus. And he's hit this mark for 4 of the last 5 times. Seattle has not looked any different with who is under center so far. Geno has maybe even done a better job than what Russell Wilson did last year, arguably. And I think that against this Carolina defense, he was very athletic, very fast. He's still going to have to be slinging the ball. And I think that he's going to be able to take advantage with some players like Noah Fant or DK Metcalf. Big targets, athletic targets. 245, I think, is just too low for what he can do.
Yeah, and I didn't Kenneth Walker get hurt last week? He's ruled out for the year, right?
He's at least ruled out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's even better for your over passing prop there, but I like that one as well. But all right, guys, that'll do it for our NFL player props for Sunday, December 11th. If you guys enjoyed the content, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching.